Hello, everyone. Luka Blight here, and I'm playing Dark Souls Remastered. But I also have a co-host slash guide named Krendar's Adventures, whose stuff I will leave links to. Goddamn, I can't speak English today. Links to down below. He is currently playing Vampire. How far along in that are you?
About 20 hours roughly. I think I'm at the end of chapter 3 or something like that.
Hmm.
I don't want to give story details in case
Of
anybody
course not. Of course not. All
hasn't
right.
seen it, but I'm pretty far in. I think I'm level 27.
I think I got to about 30 something before I actually finished the game.
I have a feeling that things are approaching endgame-ish in a vague way.
Hmm.
Maybe.
All right. Well, anyway, folks, I have never for the life of me ever played a Dark Souls game. I was hoping to get the original, but I'm stuck with Remastered because I wanted to get the trilogy, and I got it for $80. So
This is better anyway, honestly.
I've been told. But yeah,
The,
go ahead.
the gameplay and story haven't really been changed. It's just that the graphics are a little bit better. The frame rate's not possibly a little bit better depending on what version of PlayStation you're using. I don't know if you have a Pro or not.
No, I have just a regular.
Or is this on P? This is on your PlayStation though, yeah.
Yes.
Okay, and also just a few little quality of life things, but nothing fundamental has been changed.
Okay, so it's literally just kind of like how the Resident Evil remake. Well, I should say the Resident Evil remake because they did change quite a bit with that game. That was almost a complete and utter redo.
It's unlike that, I would say. You're
Okay.
getting the exact experience, just
Fancier
a little
graphics.
better.
Okay. All right. Well, anyways, ladies and gents, I already have a character in mind. I'm going to go with Jon Snow because I know nothing about this game, and I understand you play as an undead guy, which makes it even better for the wrong reasons. But anyways, new game.
Indeed.
Adjust the brightness. That'll do.
I remember one thing I've experienced with PS4 remote play is that I don't know about yours, but mine seems to darken the screen a little bit as compared to what I see on my TV. So you might want to crank the brightness up a little higher than you normally would, just to make sure it doesn't get too dark for people.
Oh yeah, like on my PS4 share right now, yeah, it's a little darker, but on my TV screen, it's actually a lot brighter. So that's why.
Yeah, same thing for mine. So you don't want your brightness settings high because of the fact that you're recording through PS4 remote play.
Yeah, I mean, on my
darkening things.
Yeah, on my screen it looks fine. So continue.
Well, whatever you're seeing on your screen, yeah, judge it by what you're seeing on your computer monitor, not your TV.
Ah, okay. Oh, the character creation thing. I'm gonna be a dude.
Yeah. Okay, here's the first of my advice for you then.
Okay.
Much like Bloodborne, your class that you choose here is the same thing as what you did in Bloodborne when you chose your character's background.
Ah.
Basically, what you're doing, with some changes though, basically what you're doing is you're choosing your initial stats template, but also your initial gear as well.
Okay, so similar to Skyrim, I can essentially become, like, let's say if I start as a pyromancer, I could actually build myself up as a more thief-like character if I wanted to later on.
Yeah, exactly. Like exactly. And also like in Bloodborne, you started off as whatever you chose, but then you free built as you wanted to after that, right?
Yeah.
Same thing here. So on the left side of your screen, you can see there's a lot more stats than Bloodborne has.
Oh yeah.
And they're going to be relevant to various different things. Now, my recommendation was going to be, for your very first playthrough, I would recommend playing a cleric.
Cleric?
Reason being, I think a strength-based build is good for your first playthrough, because I've played dex builds in this game before, and they're hard. Strength is easier to play because you have better weapon selection. Mm-hmm. And if you play a cleric, they got a bit of strength, but also they can cast miracle spells. Which gives you extra healing available, because healing in this game is not like Bloodborne. It's not like, the blood vials. They were consumable items that you would get as items.
Yeah,
right?
And those get handed out like fucking candy in that game.
Right, but they were permanently consumable items as well. But in the other case, it's different here. You're going to have less healing available to you, but it will be replenishing healing. Like you're not going to have as many heals, and you're not going to get more heals as item drops ever.
Okay, so
having more healing available to you between resting points is useful.
So
you don't have to develop your cleric side, like your spell casting, too strongly if you don't want to. But just having a few extra heals, I think, would be useful. So I would recommend starting cleric.
All right, I'll go with cleric then. Gift.
Now, I have advice for you here as well. Actually, quick question: are you more interested in being able to access certain areas more easily and explore more places and find more items, or are you more interested in uncovering more story and lore?
I think
for your first playthrough, I should say.
For my first playthrough, I think it's just more of a matter of getting through the game, getting familiar with it, and then I can kind of retroactively explore the story.
I would recommend taking the master key then, because most of these things here are consumable items, which is kind of pointless, right?
Right.
You want something that is going to benefit you more permanently. Now, there's also a funny troll here. You see the pendant? Just look at the pendant for a second.
Trinket, no effect, but fond memories comfort travelers.
There's literally no effect to that whatsoever. It was basically a troll item put in there by FromSoft that people were tearing their hair out trying to figure out what the significance of it was and what it did, and it doesn't do anything.
All right, so master key it is then.
Take the master key for now. Maybe on another playthrough in the future is you take the old witch's ring. The old witch's ring allows you to talk to certain NPCs that you can't talk to otherwise.
Oh, okay.
Which is the one that will get you more story. But it also takes up a ring slot, which is a big deal. That's bad.
Let's see. I don't think physique obviously doesn't affect much, does it?
No, this is just what you look like, yeah.
Okay.
Which Bloodborne didn't really have, because everybody was a goddamn anorexic stick in that game.
Yeah. I need curly.
Jon Snow.
Curly hair. Color. Black.
Delta this is going to be a difference for you, because this game has actual spell casting, which Bloodborne didn't really have.
There's a handsome guy.
Oh, God.
I think I'll just go with the commoner.
Yeah, he's pretty Jon Snowish.
Good enough.
At least as close as you're going to get. All right, let the opening cutscene commence.
Wait, hold on.
After you've done this.
I don't want to do this.
You don't have to.
No. Back. Why?
Just go to accept instead of customize.
Oh.
Oh, you have to put in a name, that's why.
Oh.
No.
God damn it, come on. Do I have to use a keyboard?
You can use your keyboard because of remote play.
Oh, there we go.
Like, you can actually just type with your keyboard, I believe. Oh, that works too.
Yeah, it's a short name. I mean, okay, there we go.
And then you would accept. Yeah, accept was blanked out because of stuff.
I didn't name my guy.
In the age of ancients.
All right. Enjoy your opening cutscene.
The world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons.
This is the only lore dump you're going to get.
All right.
But then there was fire. And with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark.
It's a Balrog!
Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone skills. creatures weaved great firestorms. Leto unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire.
This is giving me like Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse
But
vibes.
soon the
Kinda.
flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark side.
It's not necessarily clear, but that's like branded into the body's skin somewhere. I don't know where. I zoom it in really far, but I think it's on like their neck or something.
Gotcha. Okay, so
you're,
so
you're one of
basically,
those people.
ah,
Yeah, anybody who's got the dark sign on them is an undead.
Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this
Basically, someone
land,
who's still living and sentient, but can't die because they keep coming back.
the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Which is basically why you respawn.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
And the reason they're locking them away is because some of them, after a while, go batshit
This
insane
is your
and just start
fate.
attacking people
huh.
because they've lost their minds.
Because I've played so much Total War Warhammer, every time I see a rat, I keep thinking of like making a Skaven joke.
Yeah. I think the theory is like the more often you die, like you lose a little sliver of your sanity every time you die until eventually you're just nuts.
Ah. Well, hi
Unless
there,
you have,
friend.
like- yeah, unless you have like a strong sense of purpose that helps you hold your sanity together. Which is why you don't go nuts no matter how many times you die.
Ah. Pillage the corpse. Why not?
So the controls are extremely similar to Bloodborne with a couple of differences. For example,
Okay.
there's no dedicated heal button like Bloodborne had.
Okay.
You're gonna see a lot of messages on the ground as you progress that you should read because they're your tutorials. Which is those things there? Are those glowing lines or messages?
Camera controls. Okay, yeah, I figured that one out. Ooh, can I open this door? No? Okay. But this one? Nope.
No, you can't open any of these doors, right?
Okay.
To save you the time.
R1 attack. You a bad guy? Look like it. Touch the bloodstain. Oh, that's another player that died. Okay.
Yeah, that shows you how other people died.
Strong
You can see the
attack.
last few seconds of their life. Sometimes that can give you a good hint, but you're not going to see any of those. I don't think you're going to see too many of those because you're offline mode, at least not after this area. You're basically in a tutorial zone right now.
Okay. Fucking lock and release. Yeah, okay, that's similar to Bloodborne.
Yeah, you know most of these things already, but some of them will have new information for you. Like, you already know what R1 and R2 do, but L1 and L2 will be different from what you're used to. Basically, you can equip items to both hands, and L2 and L1 will be like R2 and R1, but for your left hand.
Okay, so like instead of a gun, it's for like a shield or something?
It's for a shield, or even a second weapon, or for a spellcasting item.
Okay.
Depending on what choices are.
I'm assuming that's a bonfire. Oh yeah, that is a bonfire.
Yeah. You're probably gonna come across a few things that you recognize as being memes you've seen.
Okay, I don't think I could.
Knowing what it was.
I don't think I could do much with 60 souls or.
You can't do anything anyways because they don't let you spend them here.
Okay.
But you're right. You wouldn't be able to do anything with 60 anyway.
Let me try this. Oh, here's somebody big stomping around. Does that over from the side? Oh, never mind then.
I can't hear everything as well as you can, but yes, there is something very big stomping around nearby.
Oh wow, really? This looks like a boss arena.
Now you have dodge rolls like you have dodges in Bloodborne, but instead of being quick steps, they're
oh shit! What the fuck?
Well, you made the right choice.
What the goddamn shit was?
That's the first boss of the game, except that all you've got is a broken knife.
Yeah, I don't think I can win.
You're right, you can't. Technically, it's possible, but you have to be really good at the game. And let's put it this way: you saw how much damage, like when you were attacking those other guys, you were doing like 50 damage or something like that.
Yeah.
Against him, you'd be doing 2 damage. You'd be taking like a pixel off of his health bar. Okay, you see that glow? That's an item. Duck in there. Now go into the room, and it tells you how to use the shield.
Okay.
Now use the button the first thing told you. Yeah, you go to the sword, and yep. Now, hold on, before... Yeah, perfect.
Okay.
So now you can do L1 will block.
Oops.
Now you hold it to block, and that second thing you just did is the parry.
Okay.
Now get this guy. But don't forget to get this item here. That's a mistake I made once.
You ain't going no... Oh my god, I do like no damage to this guy.
Yeah, you get that item. Pick up that item. No, the item behind you. Get it right now. Okay, now go back into that room where you were when you equipped the shield. This guy's programmed not to chase you around. Technically, he was supposed to run away.
God damn it.
But you interrupted him. Okay, now go back into your equipment and equip that weapon. And take a look at the differences on the damage.
Yeah, I think this
20 versus 91.
Oh, I like it.
So you're basically slowly picking up the items you saw your character wearing when you made your character.
Gotcha. Oh, damn it. Let me close that.
Now you can kill this guy properly.
Oh, nice.
Now, just to experiment before you continue, try doing a couple dodge rolls just so you have the feel of what it's like.
Okay, they take up a good chunk of stamina.
Yeah.
A little bit slower than Bloodborne.
Yeah, exactly. But just as effective. But you can't get behind guys quite as easily, though. But it's still basically the same idea. And your L2 is basically your parry instead of your gun. You wait until the enemy's about to hit you with their weapon, then you slap the weapon out of the way.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you do it with perfect timing, that will leave them open for a critical hit.
Nice.
Or what Bloodborne would have called a visceral attack. But I don't do that much because the timing can be pretty tough with a lot of enemies, and if you screw it up, you eat the attack in the face. So that can be rough.
Okay, I was just seeing how much stamina one attack consumes.
Yeah. Also, you cannot charge up heavy attacks here.
Okay. Backstep, back roll, or backstep, forward roll, whatever.
Yeah. Now you got make sure you actually no, go down there. Yeah, that's fine.
Go down there. Okay. Whoa, motherfucker.
This is that door you couldn't open earlier. You're on the other
side.
Right?
Okay.
So go ahead, go back up now. You've just unlocked a shortcut, basically.
Sweet. Okay, so this has the shortcut similar to...
Yep, and hold on. I won't do this to you too much, but this one's important. Look behind you, where the big ball just rolled. And you smashed a hole in the wall.
Ah, neat. Oh, hi there.
You.
I'm only pointing it out because it's really important to talk to this guy.
Okay.
I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose
You
my
recognize him?
sanity. I wish to ask something of you.
dude from the beginning that dropped the body down?
Exactly.
Hear me
Oh.
out, will you?
He's the one that busted you out.
Oh. Yeah, I'll hear you out, dude. Why not?
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family: "Thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know." Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask. An undead favorite.
That's
So there's your healing item.
Oh, and this.
So like I said, there's no dedicated healing button in this game.
Uh-huh.
You use your
No,
Estus
I
flask
must
like
bid
you do
farewell.
consumable items
I would hate
in
to harm you
Bloodborne.
after death.
I'm assuming I use the D-pad for it.
And thank you.
Yeah, you use the D-pad to you use the D-pad to cycle through your items. This is the only one you have right now, and it's I believe square to drink from it.
Okay.
Yeah, and whenever you
Wait.
rest at a bonfire, that refills your Estus flask.
Ah, okay. So I
So
see. How...
most of the time, you're gonna have 5 uses of it per bonfire. Sometimes it'll go up to 10 in some circumstances later.
Gotcha. I don't have a two-handed weapon, so.
Any weapon can be two-handed.
Oh, okay.
Press the button, just to experiment with it. Now take a few swings. You notice that it swings differently.
Yeah. Hello, you.
So the thing with two-handed weapon wielding is the game treats your strength as if it's 50% higher when you're using two
Oh,
hands.
god damn it! Fucker came out of nowhere.
All right, now take a look at that item. Go to your equipment again. Now you might want to equip that talisman beside your shield.
That one?
Yeah, you can look at the description of it if you want as well. But basically, what that does is it lets you cast your miracle spells.
Okay.
So go out. Now tap left on D-pad to swap between your shield and your thing. And now you'll notice that your upper thing just lit up.
Yeah.
If you press L1, you'll cast that spell. Now you see how slow that was, though?
Yeah.
If you need to heal during combat, use your Estus flask. If you need to heal and you're not in combat, use your talisman.
Gotcha.
You've got 5 of each. So
That's-
it's nice to have 10 heals instead of 5, don't you think?
What the hell was that? Yeah, I agree, definitely.
Yeah. So this is gonna be your first boss fight. Now, pay careful attention to what that just told you.
This
That
one.
one.
While falling, plunging. Ah, okay, I see where this is going.
You're gonna want to know that.
Oh, hi, you.
And be careful with this guy. He's a lot tougher than the other ones. Don't forget to lock on.
Oh, got
It
him.
does more damage to the other guys. But you can't get through there right now. But he's
Okay.
worth a little bit of souls. All right, now look
Asylum
down. You see
Demon.
this is the guy that was stomping around earlier. Now
Okay.
jump off, walk off, and do the plunging attack. There you go. Look at that damage. All right, now it's boss fight.
Oh boy.
Now, since Bloodborne didn't really have
Ow.
shields properly, I'll explain the shields a little bit. If you block an attack with your shield, it'll reduce the damage by a certain percentage.
Ow.
It'll also take off a bunch of your stamina.
Okay.
Yeah, back up and use your Estus flask. It's a bit slow too, but it's faster than the spell. There you go.
Oh, damn it.
I'll show you how to read your item stats after this, so that you
Okay.
understand how good your shield is. Or in this case, isn't. It's a bad shield, but it's better than no shield. Get him.
Oh, got him.
There you go.
Okay, I'm happy I didn't die to the first boss.
Good job. Now, before you go anywhere, go into your equipment again.
Okay.
And that's the shield. Well, with the swords, yeah. Now, select your shield, as if you're going to change your shield. Now press, I think it's, square. Now, okay. See where it says on the left, sorry, on the right, damage reduction %?
Yeah.
So each of those are damage types, and that's the percentage that the damage will be reduced by if you block it.
Okay.
So this shield, if somebody hits you with a weapon, you'll reduce the damage by 88%. Lightning is 65%, fire is only 30% because it's a wooden shield.
Makes
stability, sense. Stability, the higher that number is, the less stamina you'll lose when blocking.
Okay.
So this is not the most... Usually it's the big, heavy shields that have a lot of stability. This is a little light shield.
Okay.
But it's not too bad. And go to your weapon for a second. And do the same thing. Now below the attack stats, you'll see param bonus and required parameters.
Oh, okay. Is that
what I mean?
Yeah, similar.
The yellow symbols.
Yeah.
So the flexing guy is strength. The hand is dexterity. And the next two are intelligence and faith. So this one scales by B on strength, but doesn't care about anything else. Now, remember what I told you about two-handed weapons? How if you use your weapon with both hands, it counts like your strength is 50% higher.
Yeah.
So that both means more damage, but also you can use that to meet requirements. Like let's say you get a new weapon that you're not strong enough to use, but you're within 50% of being strong enough, then you can wield it two-handed, if that's the case.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. We'll top up before you leave.
Okay, I see. I have a limited amount of those.
Yeah. Now, I'll just tell you, there's no real point in going back to this bonfire right now.
Okay.
Just to save you some time, because you're about to be brought to a better one.
Ooh, a better. Oh, so did the bonfires get better over time?
Not over time. There's something called kindling, which you won't be able to do right now, but you'll be able to do later.
Gotcha.
Actually, stop. For a
Good job. Go straight ahead.
Yeah. Stop for a second, though. You see in the upper left corner, next to your health meter and your stamina, there's a number that says 00.
Yeah.
That's how many humanity points you have right now. You can spend humanity... If you get some humanity points later, you can spend them to what's called kindle a bonfire, which makes it worth 10 Estus flasks instead of 5.
Ah.
But the next bonfire you're about to go to is already kindled, so there's no point in trying to do that.
Gotcha. So how?
But ones that you encounter in the future after that, you might want to do that with.
Okay, so how do you get humanities, or is that similar to like the insight?
Vaguely similar, but the mechanics are much different. Basically, when you're going through an area where you haven't killed the boss yet, you will sometimes just get a humanity point when you beat an enemy. Not very often, but sometimes. Also, there's consumable items that will give you humanity points, but like I said, they're consumable.
Only
you already have one.
In the ancient legends, it is stated that one
Generally,
day
you want to hang
an
on to them until
undead shall
they
be
expensive,
chosen.
because you drop those when you die as well.
Oh no, the Night's Watch has come to take me back.
Yeah.
To leave the undead asylum
Pretty much.
in pilgrimage.
Okay, so
To the land of the ancient lords.
that entire area was just basically the introductory sort of stuff.
Yeah, you just finished the tutorial, essentially. You're actually going to end up going back there later.
Mm-hmm.
But right now, that was your tutorial.
Okay. So as far as the bonfires go, I can go back to each bonfire as many times as I want to. It's just I will never have more than 5 or 10 healing flasks at a given time, right? Okay.
Exactly. Now, there's something you can get much, much, much later in the game that will let you boost it higher than that, all the way up to 15 or 20.
Ooh.
But that's not going to be for quite a while, so don't worry about it right now.
Gotcha. I'm assuming this is that bonfire you're talking about?
Yeah, this one's already kindled. Like, you can tell it's a little bit brighter than the other one was. It's a bit bigger.
Huh,
The
yeah.
flame's a bit bigger. So now you can level up. And I'll tell you a little bit more about the stats now. Okay, so Vitality is just more health.
Mm-hmm.
Attunement is for spell casting. There's a certain number of spells you can have attuned at a time.
Okay.
And higher attunement will allow you to have more spells. If you're, I don't know if you're even interested in that or not, but that's what it is. Endurance gives you more stamina, but also raises your equipment load. Like, if you look at the middle section, at the top, you've got HP, stamina, and equipment load.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the limit of how much weight you can equip.
Ah.
And well, let me tell you this: you do not want to go above 50% of your load, because then you'll be in what they call fat roll territory, where your dodge roll is extremely slow. It's not really a dodge roll so much as a fat guy that fell over. Actually, honestly, at some point you should do it on purpose just to see what it looks like, because it's kind of sad.
If I do that, I'll make a second character and I'll name him Samuel Tarley. That way we can have some laughs while I'm doing it.
He's one of my favorite guys in the show, though.
He is. Oh yeah, I love him.
Strength is what you think it is. Dexterity is the same thing as what skill was in Bloodborne.
Okay.
That's for like bows and thin weapons.
Okay.
Resistance is actually kind of useful because it makes you more resistant to poison and stuff like that, but I believe it also makes you drink your Estus flask slightly faster.
Okay.
If I remember correctly, or maybe that's just the second game, I don't remember. Intelligence is for casting sorcery, which you're probably not going to be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And faith is for boosting miracles and also some weapons.
Okay.
Like there's this game has something that Bloodborne didn't have, which is weapon. I forget what they call it, but like alterations or infusions kind of thing. Like there's a regular weapons, but then you can have like chaos weapon or like magic weapon or divine weapon, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you find something that's a divine weapon, then the strength scaling on it will be lower, but it will start scaling with faith as well.
Okay.
And it will do both physical and magic damage.
Yeah.
So they're kind of useful like that. Now, again, I don't know how you're going to decide to build your character as you go. That's up to you. But if you decide you want to use divine weapons, you're going to want to boost strength and faith quite a lot, both of them.
Okay.
Or you can stick with physical weapons and do just strength. Up to you.
Okay. I think I'll dump one there, and I'll dump my only point there until I figure out if it's worth going above 50.
One more somewhere.
Oh. Put in Vitality.
Sure. Yeah. There you go.
Hello.
Just a real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Look at your equipment again for a second. Actually, look at your look at the little man, the symbol of the man next to it. Yeah. So here you see your equip load right now is 12 out of 50.
Okay.
Right? Like I said, you don't want to go above 50%. So try to keep your equipment load under at 25.0 or lower.
Oh, okay. So when I level my endurance, that just increases the amount of equipment I can carry, but I don't want to have more than 50 pounds at a single given time.
Yeah. Well, by carry we technically mean have equipped, right? Like you can carry like 20 suits of plate mail in your backpack and it won't weigh you down unless you're wearing it.
Okay.
So basically, I think there's also another category. Like right now, I think you're in the fast category. If you're below 25%, you're faster than you are if you're below 50%, right?
Gotcha.
But of course, you're also less well protected. But yeah, just try to stay under half of your equip load and you'll be fine.
Okay. Go collect this real quick.
But of course, as you boost endurance, your equip load will go up. But right now, actually, go back to your item menu one more time. Actually, you can just do the first one right now if you want. Let's go straight to your items. So see that one, humanity?
Yeah.
Do square. Okay. So
For
it's
a
called a
HP.
humanity sprite. It will heal you a fair bit, but the main thing is that it gives you a humanity point. Remember I was telling you about those?
Yeah.
That's one way you can get them, but they are consumable, and generally, and you will lose your humanity points when you die. So there's no point in spending them unless you're ready to use them, and you don't have any need to right now. I just wanted to show you.
Okay.
You
Oops.
still have your menu open.
You forget to do that.
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happens. Brilliant, right?
I sense a
Not
trap.
much to go on. I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go.
You're just saying that because the tone of his voice, aren't you?
Came, isn't it? To this accursed
That and just about every character I met in Bloodborne turned out to be evil or conniving, barring Aline and Simon.
Now here's one trend you'll notice for NPCs in this game too. They all have weird, awkward, creepy laughs that they do. Like, people just giggle like maniacs in this game for no reason.
Are they just all like batshit insane?
Or on their way to it, at least.
Oh, okay. Damn it, can we stop trying to summon the great old ones? It just leads to death and ruin.
Creepy laughing at the end of a sentence is just a Dark Souls meme.
Alright. So is this kind of that point where it's like, oh, you have multiple places you can go, you just gotta figure out which one's the right one to go to?
Yep, you're now in the world, go to it, kind of thing.
Okay. He said go down, so I guess that's what I need to do. That way.
That's one of the fun things about these Soulsborne type games is a lot of the times they'll let you go to areas you're not supposed to be in yet, and then you'll find out soon enough that you're not supposed to have been there.
A ghost!
Yeah, that looked like it was another part. I think what's happening is I know you chose the option for start in offline mode, but technically you had already started the game before you chose that, so you are technically in online mode right now, but I don't think there's really a whole lot of invading going on at the beginning of the game, so... Also, another thing to give you a tip about, right now you see how your humanity number is grayed out?
Yeah.
And if you look at your character's face, you're all like zombie looking?
Look handsome enough.
This state is called being hollowed, right?
Mm-hmm.
You cannot be invaded when you're in this state.
Ah.
If you spend a point of humanity, one of the things you'll see as an option at a bonfire is restore humanity.
Mm-hmm.
Which costs you a point of humanity, but takes away your zombie look and makes you look like you did on character creation.
Ah, okay.
When you're in that state, you can be invaded.
Gotcha.
But you also have to be in that state to summon help.
That makes sense. Okay. Yeah.
Kind of like you did in Bloodborne, but instead of having like an insight currency to spend on it in this game, summoning technically doesn't cost you anything, but you have to be in the humanity restored state, which does cost you something. Oh, a lot of people died here.
Yeah, I was like, okay, what's gonna come and try to kill me here?
The graveyard itself, that's what.
Oh, damn it.
Okay, you see that? You know what build-up meters look like from Bloodborne, right?
Yeah.
That's a bleed meter. Which is essentially like Frenzy, but not quite as damaging. It's still pretty bad. Alright, and now you are one of the bloodstains.
First death.
Yeah. Now, one other little difference between this and Bloodborne. Just like Bloodborne, you're going to have to go back and pick up your stuff. But first of all, it's going to be easier to spot.
Okay.
It's more than just a bloodstain on the ground. And second of all, you know how in Bloodborne, enemies can sometimes pick up your blood echoes and you have to kill them to get it back?
Yeah. Not
a thing here. You don't have to worry about that.
Oh, that's good.
It'll be on the ground for you to pick up. And they can't, that's not the way through. You gotta go through, yeah, there.
Ah, there we go.
They can't take it from you. you don't have to. I mean, you might have to fight guys to get to the spot, but they won't have your stuff. Like, see, there it is. The big green
Okay.
ball. Boom. Oh, nice. You didn't do the critical attack, but you did do the parry.
I was gonna say that they've got a very telegraphed attack. It seems like.
Yeah. Did you hear that sound effect it made? That dramatic sound effect it made, where one was like boom.
Yeah.
That tells you did the parry correctly. When you do that, you immediately push forward and R1.
Oh my god.
Your critical attack.
I get the feeling.
All right, can I give you a small tip?
Yeah.
You're going a more advanced direction than you should.
I was starting to get that feeling. I'm like, hold on, I'm not doing dick of damage to these guys.
I wanted to let you give it a try a couple times, but yeah, you're not supposed to be here yet.
Okay.
The guy did mention going down for a bell, but you're supposed to go for that bell later.
Okay.
And that isn't even the direction for that bell either. Now, there is a very strong two-handed sword that you can get past those guys.
Yeah.
You're not going to have enough strength for it yet anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But keep that in mind later. If you're interested in using a greatsword, there's a really good one in there.
Okay.
When I streamed this game myself, the remaster of it, like a couple months ago or so, I used that sword for almost the whole game. But I think you have to have like 24 strength to use it or something.
Gotcha. Oh, another NPC.
Mm-hmm.
Hello there.
This area is considered a bit of a hub.
We are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not,
With the difference that
I'd
it's
prefer
actually
to
part of
keep
the
a
world,
distance,
unlike
if
Bloodborne, where
possible.
the hub is
Mm.
separate from the world.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance, but I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will.
You like this guy's bowl
Here,
cut?
Take this as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you.
Oh, go ahead. It's for you. Copper coin. All right. Thanks for your copper.
Yeah. Thanks for the penny, asshole.
Break all the things.
I believe you can actually use the penny as a consumable to boost your item drop rate for a little while, but it's really hard to judge where and when to use that kind of thing.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I usually just sell mine. You can't sell items yet, but after a while you will meet an NPC that will the option in the menu will say feed item to the character.
Oh,
But that basically means selling them.
it's so dark in
You're
here. I saw that blood thing and then I fell. I'm like, that's what happened to him.
Yep.
I have like a torch.
No, you're fine. No, you don't have a torch.
Okay.
You can get one, but you don't have one yet. That's okay, because outdoors is close by.
Ah, the light. Do I just drop off here?
Congratulations, you just accidentally found some hidden items.
Oh, yay. Homeward bone.
That is like the Hunter's Mark thing that lets you teleport home.
Morning
Or
star.
whatever they called it. It was Hunter's Mark, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, now go back a step. No. Go to the equipment screen. Now you see to the right,
Yeah.
next to the Assus flask, there's 4 more slots. Right? That's where you can put your quick item consumable stuff into.
Okay, and then do I just use like the down arrow key to flip through them?
Yeah, exactly. Now, if you want to, you could put the homeward bone there if you want to have a quick teleport home option.
Ah.
You can also put stuff like, you'll find stuff like fire bombs and stuff like that.
Okay. Found hidden items. Now how do I get out of here?
That's a good question.
Ah.
There's the answer. Now you recognize that spot down below?
Yeah, that's where I died the first 2 times.
Yeah. Jump down there and just run back up those stairs. GTFO.
Run! Run! Flee, Jon Snow! It's not time to fight the Night King yet. Jump into the water.
Here you go. Now let's find a different way you can go.
Alright, so let's see. Tried up there, so I guess down here is the only other option. Or up here, I should say.
Yeah, there you go. This is the way you're supposed to go.
Okay.
Now there comes to a point in the game where there'll be a little bit more freedom of choice, where there's like multiple places you can go, and you can technically do them in any order. But right now, there's one clear place you're supposed to be going, and this is the way.
Oh, hello. Ooh, longsword. Stop throwing your alcohol at me, you bastard.
I like the swords personally, but the mace is clearly been pretty effective so far as well, eh? Oh, one thing I should warn you with the shield use. When you're holding your shield up, your stamina will drain, or sorry, your stamina will not drain, but it will recover more slowly than usual. So if you're tired, don't hold your shield up constantly. Just hold it up when you need to use it.
Oh, I meant to roll. Down you go.
Now, also, there's a way you can do short jumps in this game.
Ah, damn it! I meant to hit the other button. Oh well.
Yeah. Okay. I see. You know your FromSoft games well. Not doorway.
I don't trust anything in these damn games.
You're a wise man.
Oh, hello, Ratty. Oh wow! Way to miss there, guy.
So let me teach you how to do jumps in this game while you're in a safe spot for it. So
okay.
What you're going to do is you're going to want to run, and then let go and repress the run button really quickly. There you go. They're very small, crappy jumps, but sometimes they can get you over little gaps.
Gotcha. Actually, was that a door I missed back there?
Yeah, but you can't open it.
Oh, okay.
But you didn't know that, so it's good of you to check.
I was like, hold on, was
saving you a few seconds.
Was that a wall or a door?
That's another one of those classic Dark Souls things where sometime later you're going to find yourself on the other side of that door, and then you'll be able to open it. And then you will have unlocked a shortcut. Dark Souls loves its shortcuts. Bloodborne had a bunch of them too.
Alright, come down there, Jimmy.
You know what I'm talking about, all those like one-way doors or
yeah.
things. There's a whole bunch of that going on in this game.
Oh, that was stupid.
Well, you didn't know he was going to do that, but yeah, he surprised you.
I thought he was going to swing at me, not throw something at me. Bastard. Yep. Get off my legs, you damn skeleton. Surprise, motherfucker. I was gonna say, why don't I just do this easy way and just roll into things?
Yeah. Well, welcome to Dark Souls, where the joy of rolling through barrels and crates is strangely compelling.
Break all the things. Uh-oh.
Room full of furniture, roll through everything.
Yeah. I was gonna say, don't tell me I've already hit the second boss.
No, but those things do often... Most boss fights do have those fog doors in front of them, so...
There's somebody spooping around.
It's good to have your butt prepared for that sort of thing.
I hear somebody spooping around. Whoa, mother... good day to you too, sir, or madam. Jesus, goddamn.
Surprise random dragon out of nowhere.
God damn it, Danny. Keep your dragons behaved.
Oh, I was waiting to see how you were gonna react to that.
Get the bejesus out of me.
Comes the fuck out of nowhere, doesn't it?
Oh, stop hitting the damn wall. Oh, hello. Crossbow bolts. Always hated crossbows. They take... Oh, shit, there's another guy. Damn it. Gotta roll past him.
Roll to victory. Now, enemies, you can't see it, but enemies have their own stamina as well, so sometimes you can batter an enemy's shield into tiring him out.
Like I said, crossbows take too long to reload.
Yeah.
Ah, I see more people are waiting for me. Come here. Come here, fuckheads. Don't be shy. Well, fuck you too, then.
Now, it's harder to tire these guys out with shield hits, but the guys with little wooden shields you can usually batter into submission.
Oh, bitch.
Oh, actually, with these guys, this is a good moment to teach you another trick after you have a quick drink. Have a little Estus drink there. Okay. Try tapping forward at the same instant that you attack. Like, not moving forward, but stopping and then tap forward.
Oh, wrong button.
See that kick?
Yeah.
You can stun guys with that. Oh, there you go. You battered into submission. So that's really good for these guys with shields. You can kick them, and then it'll knock their shield out of the way for a second. Then you can
Okay.
That's one way to get that. Another thing you can do is something I've noticed. If you hit them and they block it with their shield, they will immediately counterattack. And then you can block their counterattack, and then that will throw them off for a second and open them up.
Gotcha.
Well. But the kick works a little better if you can pull it off reliably.
Also, I'm assuming that if I die a second time before reclaiming what I lost, it's gone forever.
Correct. No pressure.
Oh, damn it. Too soon.
Yeah, you generally don't need to bother with the kick on the wooden shield users, but with the metal shield users, it's very handy.
I think my
Plus,
problem
the
is...
wooden shields don't block all damage, so you'll still get some damage through anyway.
Oh, shit. Almost rolled off there.
Yep.
Alright, now to kill... What's his face down here?
Give me your souls.
Yeah, bitch. God damn it.
Yeah, back up and drink. Now. There you go. Just because you don't want to take risks with your lost souls at the moment. There you go.
The fuck? Oh, was it the
Somebody
rat?
died there. It wasn't necessarily you, right? Could be some other player's death there. You know you didn't die there.
No, I died... I died way up here, I think. Yeah, that's right, I died on this wall or whatever. Come here, you. Okay, I got lucky there. Motherfucker.
And then use your... Yeah. There you go. Could have also used your talisman heal, but then again, there's another bonfire coming up, so it's okay.
I must find my blood, or my blood, I guess. My damn souls.
My blurred.
My
See,
blood.
you're having the opposite problem that most of the rest of us have. We keep calling our blood souls, and you keep calling your souls blood.
Yep.
So it's a question of which game you played first, right?
Yep. Come here, ugly. Come here. I got
Oh,
you.
right in the foot. Club his foot
Just
to
my
death.
foot blow. Haha, I got my shit back. Fuck you guys, I'm out of here.
I like how it's not loot, it's pillage. That amuses me.
Ow, you fucker.
Now, there's one more thing I want to show you here before you move on, but you're obviously gonna need to kill this guy first. If you look behind you, doorway, pop in there for a second. First of all, you got another bonfire.
Yay.
Now, let me show you how to kindle a bonfire, because you're gonna want to kindle this one. You're gonna be using this a lot.
Okay.
Okay. First, go into your inventory and consume 2 of the humanity items. Yeah, consume 2 of those. So down the upper left, you'll see 02.
Okay.
Okay, now rest the bonfire. First, choose reverse hollowing, because you have to do that before you're allowed to kindle.
Okay.
And then immediately after that, choose the kindle option. There, now this is a 10-point bonfire instead of a 5-point bonfire.
Oh, neat.
And you're going to be using this bonfire is going to be your main respawn point for quite a while, so also you might as well level up while you're here.
Yeah.
Actually, before you level up, let me show you one other thing. Just before you do this, go into your consumable items again. Now you remember how in Bloodborne you had those cold blood dew, or whatever they called it?
Yeah.
In this game you have soul items. So scroll down, you've got some. See those souls of the lost undead?
Uh-huh.
Those are like the cold blood dew things. You use them to gain souls immediately. So you might as well pop those and then spend them on leveling up.
Oh, neat. I like it.
And they come in different strengths, of course, like they did in Bloodborne.
No, I'm not really using dexterity at the moment.
Yeah.
Dump another one into vitality.
Yeah. Maybe a little endurance. I don't know. Strength.
There we go. That'll do.
Something like that. There you go. Why don't you take a look at that longsword you got, just so you can evaluate and see which weapon you want to use. Yeah, so do a square on that. Okay, let's see. It does a bit more. It does less physical, but that's because your required parameters are too low.
Okay.
What's that say on Dex? Is that 10
10.
or 12?
10.
10?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're what's that? You're 2 points low on that, but
Okay.
you see on the left, parameter bonus is C for both strength and Dex, so that's a balanced weapon.
Okay.
If you felt like it, you could level up strength and Dex, and
Okay.
then equally benefit from both on that thing, or you could just stick to strength in the maze.
Okay, so I need 2 more points of dexterity. Okay.
Yeah. If that's the way you want to go.
Yeah.
Of course, it'll swing differently too, right?
Yeah, I would imagine. I imagine that this is a more heavy-hitting weapon, but that one's a bit of a quicker weapon. Typical of like...
It's a bit quicker, and it has more of a side-to-side arc.
Mm-hmm.
So you have a better chance of hitting 2 people at once with it.
Okay.
But it does require you to split your level ups between 2 stats instead of 1 as well. But
Gotcha.
that if you do that a lot, you might get better damage out of it in the long run. Or you can stick with the mace. I mean, it's up to you. I just wanted you to look at it and consider it.
I'll experiment around with somebody would actually use the longsword. So you've been going for about an hour, so I think I'm going to go ahead, cut the video here, and see how my footage is and all that other stuff, and then render it and then upload it.
Fair enough.
And as I said, I'll leave some links down below to your stuff, since you help me out and everything.
Yeah. In about 20 minutes or so, I'll actually maybe sooner. I might start my stream a little early, just because I'm ready. But now, basically.
Yeah, just DM me when you start, and I'll watch it. Need something to do while my shit renders, anyways.
Yeah, sounds good. Sounds good.
Okay. Well, again, I appreciate you helping me out, dude.
Yeah, like as you saw, there's a lot of little nuanced differences between the 2 games, and I wanted to make sure you knew them.
Yeah.
So that you weren't just stumbling around blindly and
I
wondering what all these weird new stats were and why your new plate mail made you so slow and stuff like that,
Yeah, I mean, my problem is I'm playing this like I'm playing Bloodborne, which a friend of mine said that a lot of problems that he and some of his friends had is they played Bloodborne like they played Dark Souls. So I guess I'm the inverse of the problem now that new players to the differing franchises have. But yeah, I definitely like it so far. I definitely like it. I am interested.
Yeah, and the next time you come back to it, since you have your humanity restored right now, it's possible that next time you play, you might get invaded. Who knows?
Oh, jeez. Jeez. Oh, man, Rick, I don't want to be invaded. All right.
Well, the game does at least some level of level matching, so you're not going to get invaded by anybody who's level 50, probably.
Okay, so because that was a problem with Bloodborne, is I was getting invaded by people that were like bajillions of levels ahead of me.
That shouldn't happen here, although it's not necessarily going to be exactly the same level you are, but
Gotcha.
it's going to be at least in the rough ballpark.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'll experiment around. I'm assuming Okay, I was gonna say, I'm assuming rescue
Everything's
bonfires
back, yeah.
resets. Okay, yeah, I'll practice on these guys a bit. Get my
that's one
dexterity
thing
up.
You could do too, if you're being chased by a bunch of shit that you don't want to bother fighting, you can rest at a bonfire and they'll just disappear and reset back to their original positions.
Okay, all right. Well, anyways, thanks again, Krendar. And I shall see everybody else next time.
Yeah, I hope you